Hello everyone. So in this video we will be seeing how to test the CT ratio and PT ratio of in case of 11 kV and 33 kV lines, because in most of the time, whether it's a line, there's a boundary metering network, or as a consumer, we always have these the CT PT combined unit, which is specifically used for metering purpose, not for protection, but it's for metering only. So for these consumers, for example, we have to replace the CT PT unit, or we have to install a new one. Then before we actually go ahead with that, it is always good to test the equipment, because you never know, you may have a failed instrument already. So in order to make sure that we are installing the right one or the correct one, we have to test the CT ratio as well as the PT ratio. PT ratio is slightly easier, but PT ratio is easier, but CT ratio is something that you have to do a little bit of in most of the cases we have to use a CT injection kit. But since we in most of the time, we may not have this injection kit, because it's quite bulky to carry to the side, or it's quite costly also. So in order to overcome this problem, I am showing here, it's a very simple, everyone can do it, how to have your own CT injection unit. Let me see, for example, tomorrow I'll be going to install a new 11 kV CTPT unit to a particular, I wouldn't tell you the name of the consumer, but I'll be going to replace this because the old one is in the inaccurate condition. So the connection diagram that I'll be using tomorrow is this, which most people can use it. Okay, so it is an 11 kV. It's just to tell you that this is the ratio is 20 by 20 and 40 by 5. So you can have this connection diagram, which you are seeing on the screen. So you can have a heater like this. Okay, you can have a 230 volt AC supply, and then a heater, 100-watt heater, and if you calculate the current, in corresponding to this much of watt, the current that will be circulating here, suppose this is the phase, as this is the neutral, the current that will be circulating here will be around 3.6 ampere, 3.6 or 3.7 ampere, approximately that much. And you can use that with a clamp meter. Here I'm showing A, means you can clamp this. All right, then this much current will circulate in the secondary of this. This is the CT. These are small CT. The ratio of this is 50 by 5. So if 3.6 ampere flows in this secondary, meaning that since this is 50 by 5, that is the ratio is 10, meaning that 36 ampere will circulate in the primary. This is supposed to be primary. All right, and then since here we have the button, we may not have exactly 10 the ratio, but if we for the time being, there is no burden in this. Okay, you will have almost zero burden, but some burden will be there because of the winding. So 36 ampere will flow in this, and then you can measure in the secondary. All right, in the secondary is this, you can short S1, S2, and then S3, and then you can clamp the meter and then measure the current, how much is the current. And like this, you can take the readings on the basis of the sheet here. You can fill all the things in this sheet. See, like this, you can measure for our phase how much is the current in the primary, and then in the secondary, S1, S2, like this. And then you take the ratio and calculate the error in this fashion. Error will be whatever value that you have measured here minus by the value standard value, and then like this. All right, and then the standard ratio is in our case is 10. All right, and then like this you continue for other phases also. And for voltage is simpler. I think I don't need to explain you about how to test, because you just have to apply 230 volt AC in the primary and measure in the secondary how much it is. Then accordingly you can calculate the error, and based on the data that you will be getting from the table, then you can tell whether your combined set, your CT PT unit is working fine, or you do have to replace, you need to replace it. All right, and this is how you do at site. It's simple. All right, you don't have to uh, you know give headache to yourself that you don't have this CT injection kit and all that, because it's quite difficult also nowadays to get injection kit everywhere. So at site you can simply do this, which will give you the same value the injection kit would have given you. All right, this is how you can test the CT ratio, and this is a very simple connection diagram. All right, thank you.